The biography of Amanda Palmer on the Dresden Dolls website describes a girl whose success has been a long time coming. This talented indie star seems to have endured the life, parts of which may sound familiar, of an offbeat kid and typical high school outcast. Her bio details the experiences of a little girl from Lexington, Massachusetts, who learned to play the piano on her mother's lap, who got picked on by her older sister, who ate alone during high school in a practice room, who tried her hand at performance art in college, who spent a year after graduation getting drunk in Berlin trying to find herself, and who, after all of that, settled into a suitable career. And here she is. What we probably don't share with Amanda is her talent, unique vision, tenacity, and artistic integrity. And of course, her burgeoning recording and performance career. But Amanda has also been lucky enough to find a perfect collaborator in Brian Viglione, the metal-influenced drummer and other half of the Dresden Dolls, one of the most exciting musical acts to come out of Boston in the late 90s, early 2000s. This gender-bending duo combines a punk aesthetic with Weimar cabaret, folk with glam, and introspective musical explorations with theatrical, surreal stage shows. Their makeup and costumes are half Weimar-era burlesque, half goth, and the shows are stocked full of strange characters that roam the concert space to create a thrilling, interactive experience. Their musical influences range from Kurt Weill to Tori Amos and P.J. Harvey, and Ms. Palmer brings her childhood love of new wave and 80s pop, while Brian brings the rhythmic intensity of his previous stint as a punk and metal drummer. A is for Accident, a collection of live recordings, marked the Dolls' first commercial release. And on it are some of the group's most iconic and successful numbers, like Coin-Operated Boy and Girl Anachronism. But 3 years later, in 2006, when the band graced the studio for the first time for their follow-up, Yes, Virginia, they produced a beautiful, consistent collection full of ambition and diversity that some critics claim was even more effervescent and energetic than their earlier work. Recently, Amanda Palmer has cast out on her own for her first solo effort, produced by Ben Folds, entitled Who Killed Amanda Palmer? What began as a stripped-down acoustic project quickly grew to what Amanda describes as a full production monster. Ms. Palmer will most likely draw on all aspects of her eclectic musical career for her performances at Symphony Hall. But one thing is for sure, we're in for some surprises. When she performs, Amanda owns the stage in a way that few performers can claim. And when she plays, audiences watch, hypnotized, and follow her wherever she goes. Join us Thursday and Friday, June 19th and 20th, for the second Edgefest performance of the 2008 Spring Pop season. 2 unforgettable nights with Amanda Palmer of the Dresden Dolls. After the show, stick around for another dark cabaret act, Luminescent Orchestra. This Romanian gypsy punk band from New York is a perfect match for Ms. Palmer with their eclectic style and exuberant live shows. Whether you're a punk fan or a tango enthusiast, this is a band you don't want to miss. For more information and for tickets, visit bostonpops.org or call Symphony Charge at 888-266-1200. Already, Natalie Merchant's performance at Symphony Hall proves that it is glowingly, elegantly, poetically clear that the Boston Pops Edgefest has found a match, as stated by Joan Enderman in the Boston Globe. Come see the second perfect match with Amanda Palmer of the Dresden Dolls and witness the performer who's sure to put the edge in Edgefest.